Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be really focusing on the Mantis Grip. So I guess first things first, I need to explain the different grips. We're going to start off with the 4 basic grips. This is a very good place to start. These are my names that I put on there because I think it makes it easier to remember. So easier to memorize. And yeah, please understand that there's a ton of more different grips, but this 4, once again, this is a nice and solid place to start. So first one right here, let me come real close to the camera this way. And then, so this is the standard grip. I don't care if your thumb's here, or if your pointer finger's here, or if you're holding it this way, or you're holding it, more like this. It doesn't matter, as long as this is the general idea. It's a general grip. So the standard grip is like this. Blade edge outwards, and the point is relatively upwards, okay? So the next one, this is what I call the reverse grip. Some people call this the ice pick grip. General idea, blade edge is pointing outwards and the tip is relatively down. I don't care if the thumb is here or here. It's not a specific thing, okay? So next, number 3 is what I call the ripper. The ripper is pretty much just like the standard grip, except now the blade edge is facing back in my direction, okay? And then last but not least, number 4, is this, the Mantis Grip. Looks just like the reverse grip, except the blade edge is now facing back towards me, okay? So those are the 4 basic grips, and people like to argue day in, day night, all day, about which one is the best grip and stuff. I don't view it that way. I don't teach it that way. In the Filipino martial arts, there's pros and cons to all the grip. So the way that we see it is the best kind of person is the person that can make use of the pros and cons to their advantage. That's what it's about, right? So we use all the grips. Why limit yourself? So those 4, one easy thing to remember is the most important thing is it comes down to your safety, okay? So if you're using a standard grip like this, okay, versus the reverse grip like this, what's the main difference? And the reverse grip is, to put it simply, it's better for close range. Why? Because of safety reasons. So what I would like for you guys to do is get a training knife, okay, and go down and do some knuckle push-ups. And when you do that, have the knife in the reverse grip, and then also have the knife in the standard grip. Tell me which one feels safer. It's that simple, okay? But you might be going, well, I don't intend to be doing push-ups in a self-defense situation when I have the knife. Well, yeah, maybe not, but you may end up on the ground, or you may end up being pushed against the wall, or you may bump into someone. And when that happens, your arms might be in a similar orientation as when you're doing push-ups. And when you do, tell me which one feels safer. So that's the bottom line, is safety, okay? So reverse grip tends to be a lot safer for the user in close range. Okay, so that's why we go there. So now the next part is, let's talk about reverse grip versus Mantis Grip. Okay, and so right here, I've seen on YouTube people, they're trying to explain the advantages of the Mantis Grip and whatnot, and they go into a ton of info, and I don't think it's that helpful for you all. So I'm gonna put it real simple as I can think, okay? So what's the difference? Reverse versus Mantis. To put it simply, Mantis is more aggressive. That's it. It's super simple. It's just more aggressive. What do I mean by that? It causes more damage. So I have a cardboard here for you guys, okay? So right here, reverse grip, okay? So I'm gonna do some stabs, boom, 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 okay? And then now in the Mantis Grip, okay, if you can see, do this exact same movements, boom, and the difference is mechanically, my body, as I throw in this stab, my arm is coming slightly downwards, okay? It's just look, it's a natural boom, boom. It's a natural motion to slightly come downwards. And when I do that, the blade edge and the downwards movement work together. If I go in the reverse grip, where the blade edge is upwards and I go and it naturally comes down, this is the spine of the blade, so it doesn't really help, okay? But once again, with the Mantis Grip, and I do that extra edge right there, and the downwards motion, it creates just easier to create more damage, period. That's what it comes down to, okay? So not to say that you can't cause more damage with a regular reverse grip, because you can. You stab and then you go boom like this. You gotta raise it up, and so you stab in and you go like that, okay? That for sure is gonna cause a lot of damage, right? You're ripping upwards. Okay, so now let's go back to the Mantis Grip. So the Mantis Grip, I go boom like this, okay? And now I just hold on, and then I put my weight into it. I just, like so. I digged in, and just look at, it's a really deep cut like that. And let me ask you guys, which one takes less effort? Okay, so to stab in and go like this, or to stab in and just like that? I think it's obvious, right? It takes way less effort in the Mantis Grip to do it that way. Okay, so now let's go from, in the Filipino martial arts, we start with the sticks. This is so important. I don't want you guys to just go on Amazon, buy a knife, and then get some cardboard, and let's copy wmpyr. That's not the way to do it. You got to earn your way. For me, it took me years of training with a stick before I got to the training knife, and then to live blade. I mean, it took a long time for me to get there. I earned my way there. So I recommend the same thing. You guys earn your way. You don't have to wait as long as I did, but I definitely recommend earn your way. Put in the practice with the sticks. Don't jump immediately into a live blade, okay? So that being said, one of the first things that we learn with the sticks is the angles of attack. So you get your stick and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works great. That works great with the standard grip. So now, what about in the reverse grip or the Mantis Grip? How do we do that? How do we practice that? And if you ever try, like on a sofa, with a cardboard, doesn't matter too much, but on like a sofa or a harder material, if you try that and you try to make a full motion like this, you're gonna probably disarm yourself. I know that happened to me many times. So what you need to do is you got to make the form very, very compact. So the same form that I just did right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So that one, once you make it very compact, it's going to turn into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that, okay? So I'm just going 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and then 5, okay? So now, rather than thinking about making these big old slashes, you are poking and pecking. So that is the idea there, especially when you go to reverse or Mantis Grip. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.